All right, let's move on now. You have this morning announced new appointments to the Nationals. Who will be replacing Andrew Gee?
Yeah, Darren Chester will come in and be the Regional Education, Regional Development, Local Government and Territories Shadow Minister. Darren's got extensive experience in this, but we want to focus in on particularly education, regional education. Darren's been a champion for country university centres, regional university centres, but also childcare. We've got a childcare crisis in regional rural Australia because the federal government spent $4.7 billion on subsidies, but not one extra place in regional areas. And if you live outside a capital city, it's not about affordability, it's actually about accessibility. You've got families that can't go back to work because they can't find a place. And you would have thought in $4.7 billion, they might have created one place in regional Australia so that families could pay the extra living requirements that this government's forced on them, the extra $2,000 that they had to come up with by Christmas in cost of living, in energy, in food and in mortgage payments. You would have thought they would have invested some of that so families in regional Australia could have at least gone back to work to pay for some of it. But they left us cold and dry with nothing to do. And so this is why Darren will focus very much on childcare, as well as being able to say to young people, you don't have to go to capital cities to get a university degree. You can do it in a regional university centre, a country university centre in a small town. And that's a great move forward, and that's something the Nationals want to bring back to Canberra.
All right, we're running out of time, but just very quickly, the Indigenous Voice to Parliament Yes campaign is going to be ramping up in the next few weeks. The Nationals are against it. Will you be launching your own No campaign?
No, we've made it very clear we've took a principled position. There is no malice in our decision. We don't believe that adding another layer of bureaucracy will close the gap, particularly in regional remote areas. When you've got a representative body that we've already had before and didn't work, a representative body of 20-odd people that would have to try and articulate the challenges and aspirations of those across hundreds of thousands of square kilometres where the disadvantage is the greatest in regional and remote areas, and whereby the solutions are unique to those communities is not going to work. And that's what we've said. We've taken a principled stand. There is no malice in this. And we already believe that there are 227 voices to Parliament for not only Indigenous Australians, but for every Australian. They're the senators and the members of Parliament that go to Canberra that represent their constituents openly, fairly, no matter their ethnicity. And I can say that the Nationals have no malice, but we want to close the gap, and we don't believe this will close the gap.
David Littleproud, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks.